Hello there, guys, and welcome to Frontline, the longest day. A huge thank you to Ionut Georgescu, and I hope I'm getting his name right, who is, I believe, one of the developers here on the game. He actually gifted me this copy. I really appreciate that, because to be honest with you, with all the games that I play on my channel, it's very hard to have money to pay to buy everything totally. But here we are, guys. We are at the longest day, D-Day, of course, trying to defeat the Germans, and I am very excited to get into this game. Very excited. So I hope you guys will enjoy this first look. We're going to go ahead and just take a look here. I guess now there's going to be landing crafts, obviously, to basically get our men on the field. So we're going to go ahead and probably drop one of these landing crafts over here. A minesweeper. Wow, that's awesome. So he can actually check the mines here. And I can already tell that the game looks much more detailed than Road to Moscow. There's a lot more units here. I know there's a radio tower system now, which is really cool. When you take a radio tower, you expose an entirely new area of the map, which I think is just fun. But we're going to go ahead and just continue this. So let's go ahead and move this guy forward. We're slowly going to be moving our infantry up, and obviously one of these guys will eventually open fire on that Goliath, but not until we get into range. So let's continue to move up the beach. Obviously the most important thing, I think, during D-Day was to get off the beach. Here we go. Beautiful. We were able to take that Goliath out before it becomes much of a problem. I can see that the unit animations still look pretty great. Let's move up the Pioneer unit, and apparently we even have a tank. That's awesome. So let's get these tanks up as well. Here we go. To the breach, men! And things of that nature. I think so. I think right now we're using mainly American troops. Excuse me, guys. Wow. Did not wake up very good this morning. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to move this guy up as well. So it does look like it's mostly American troops. I'm trying to see here. It does actually give us divisions this time. This is awesome. And this is something that the last Frontline, as far as I can recall, did not do. But if you look in the lower left corner, you can actually see the division that the units are a part of. So, for instance, the 1st, the 8th, etc., and it has a flag. So we have British divisions, American divisions. I like that. Let's go ahead and take a look here and see if we can afford anything else. I wouldn't mind getting some artillery, but again, I'm not really sure what exactly we're going to need specifically here, so why don't we get a Matilda? You can never go wrong with a nice new, brand new, shiny tank. So we'll take the Matilda and end the turn and see what the Germans have in store for us. Oh my goodness, that's a pillbox! Oh, my goodness. Wow, so we can actually get extra units from the supply menu. Well, we already knew that, but perhaps this time we can actually get reinforcements for a single unit. That would be interesting. Let's go ahead and move up, guys, and try to hit this pillbox. We've got a tank here for a reason, and actually he just hit some mines. That's not going to sit well. Oh, my goodness. I want to get up that beach. Come on. All right, let's go up that beach as quickly as possible. Maybe we can do some damage with the infantry. Unfortunately, this unit right here is going to do a tremendous amount of damage to us, this Nebelwerfer. So we probably want to take this Nebelwerfer out. And it's actually assisting the enemy in hitting us, and I don't like that. So I'm going to take an airstrike and see if we can't just finish that Nebelwerfer once and for all. Here we go. Hope for a little bit of luck. Not bad. Put him down to 5 at least, and let's start moving the rest of these guys up. Even past all of this. Oh my goodness. So they keep hitting mines, and I guess this is why the minesweepers are probably very important in this game. I'm personally just going to try to stay away as best I can from these areas where there would be mines. Combat engineers are best to use and detect minefields. Awesome. So we just diffused one of the minefields. I really like that. Very new sort of mechanics to the game. I was kind of concerned that this would be almost identical to Frontline Road to Moscow, and in terms of actual graphics, it does look very similar, but I can already see that they've definitely improved a lot of stuff. They've added some features, and certainly made the game a little more complicated, which I enjoyed, because I thought the problem with the game was its simplicity. Even though Frontline Road to Moscow is very fun, don't get me wrong, this game is looking pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get up here. We've got a medical truck. I'm sure that's going to come in handy eventually. Let's see if we can go ahead and what to do. I'd love to get one of these quarter QF9 pounders and see if I can go ahead and just pound the locations on the beach, but I'm not sure it's going to be that easy. Certain units have a limited range, of course, and we're going to have to wait till next turn to use it anyway. Let's go ahead and just get a good old-fashioned engineer unit or rifle infantry. What about the 101st Airborne? Wow! I just realized we can mess with them with the 101st Airborne. And of course, during D-Day, the 101 Airborne did drop behind enemy lines and try to cause some trouble. So I think we should probably do the same. I'm going to go ahead and drop him over here by this radio tower position. Excuse me. Awesome. Look at that. That's great. We'll drop another one over here. Oh, no. That was a bit too close to the enemy. Well, we'll learn for our next turn anyway. Let's go ahead and see. He's in a bit of trouble. And why not? We'll go ahead and see if we can get maybe a Jeep unit. What the hell? We'll slowly start moving these guys up. Let's end the turn and see what the Germans have in store. Ooh! Pillbox! That's actually a commando unit. Wow. We're doing our best to use that commando unit to absolutely annihilate that German pillbox, but that Nebelwerfer is really helping. And there we go. That's the artillery position we want to take out, or at least highly damage before moving on here. Oh, another shot by the pillbox. Alright, looks like we have some German Marine units actually getting closer and closer. The unit is sitting in open ground, shallow river swamps, and bridges. Expose the unit to extra damage. Wow, very cool. So, forest towns and natural barricades grant extra protection. So we want to try to get these units in the forest, etc. I'm going to go ahead and move. First, I actually wanted to see if we could just get close enough to do damage here. But I think what I'll do is I'll move into the forest and I'll attack this conscript unit. As you can see, of course, it's not nearly as powerful as mine is, but they actually got a critical hit on us and did some damage. So that's annoying, and obviously not the best example. Let's go ahead and take this tank. Alright, we'll move up here. And I'm curious to see, can we do any damage to that Nebelwerfer unit? Possibly not. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can hit it with an airstrike again. We may need to take out this Nebelwerfer unit with an airstrike. It's just becoming a bit too much trouble for my taste. And there we go. The Nebelwerfer is finished. Let's see if this artillery unit can go ahead and open fire on the pillbox. It doesn't seem like it can. We'll try to get real close to that pillbox. Our men will certainly be throwing some nades in there to try to take the enemy out. Unfortunately, we keep going over these damn minefields. Let's see if we can go ahead and clear some of these. There we go. So we defused one, and let's move up a little bit. Supply trucks get used to repair and resupply any type of unit. Wow, so before you would actually resupply through the prestige map here, but I guess now we're actually using supply trucks to resupply. I can't say I disagree with that. I think that's a pretty good idea. Let's go up here and see. Should we deal with this pillbox? I don't know. Let's move up a little bit. Move this guy up. Move this guy up. Slowly just moving everybody onto land as soon as we can. So there we go. We're getting shot off. Unfortunately, we got another Nebelwerfer there, and I think you guys already know what I'm going to do with that thing. It's finished. I'll send 2 airstrikes if I have to, just to take it out. What else are airstrikes for? Let's get another one in there. And at this point, I'll go ahead and try to get an actual Matilda on the field. And hopefully the Matilda will assist us in taking this area. In fact, I'd like to even get I'd like to get a mortar team on the field and see what they can do. So let's get the mortar team on the field, and hopefully they can make things even more interesting than they already are. Let's go ahead. I wonder if I can do any damage to that pillbox. Possibly some damage. Unit has performed more than 3 turns during one turn and is exhausted. As a result, it cannot retaliate for the remaining and next turn. Awesome. So that guy's not going to be any trouble for us for this or next turn. Definitely a good thing. We still have this unit of commandos, so we're going to go ahead and move them up quickly. Could also try to do some damage over here to this unit, this regular infantry, but I don't think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and actually try to take this Puma out. Why not? You don't think I can do it? I think I can get lucky on a Puma. So let's go actually and drop another airborne unit right here, and we're going to start circling this town over here of Ozaville with the 101st Airborne, and I'm hoping that we can actually just go ahead and take the town next turn or the turn after. So let's go ahead and end our turn, see what the Germans have in store for us. Oh, that's going to hurt. That was some nasty artillery damage. And yes, they just totally crushed a unit of commandos. Not surprised one bit. As you can see, that pillbox is still raining hell down on our men. We really want to try to take out as many of these pillboxes as we can, if not all of them, by the end of this turn or next turn. So let's go ahead and see if we can get these tanks up finally. Just barely. There we go. That's a start. We're going to go ahead and open fire on the pillbox. Let's move up now. And I'm definitely going to go and probably attack this MG42, despite the fact that I'm going to take some damage, and I'm going to get some supporting fire from the pillbox here. It's really important we take out that MG42 immediately. Now, this is the supply truck, so I'm curious as to how this is going to work, but I think I probably have to wait till next turn to supply anyway, so that sucks, but we'll deal with it. There we go. And that should be it. Oh, beautiful. The pillbox, the 5th U.S. Infantry Division took out the pillbox. We don't have to worry about that anymore. That is definitely a sigh of relief. Now, we do have these commando units here, which are going to be very helpful to us if we know how to use them properly. I think first things first, let's go ahead and start doing as much damage as we can to the Marines. These guys are going to give us a lot of trouble in this sector. And let's go ahead and see if we can also take out this Puma. I think we could do enough damage to it to make them rethink their entire plan. So let's do that. We'll try to flank them. I'm not sure if that's going to make much of a difference, but either way, we are doing a lot of damage here to the Puma. Let's maybe actually get a tank out here, a Matilda, to eventually come out here and try to help out in this situation. So here we go. This Matilda is going to move up. I'm going to have it target the MG42 in hopes that it can at least weaken the MG42, and actually we'll bring in another airstrike to totally flatten it. I think that should work. Beautiful. And next turn, that should be totally finished, so we don't even have to worry. Let's get these Minesweeper units up. I hope these Minesweeper units can still attack, and indeed they can. So even though he's getting support from the MG42, we're still trying to take that pillbox out. And look at that thing. That thing refuses to go down, so we'll just keep bombing it. We may need to just bomb the beach to actually get inland for this battle. It's taking a while to get off the beach here. Okay, there we go. Oh, Minesweeper, do your job. Let's get these guys out as well. That's actually our mortar unit. Wonderful. So I do want to move this unit up. I want to see just how many resources we're going to get once we try to help a particular unit. Let's see. Okay. I feel like dropping another airborne unit. And in fact, I think I will. So here we go. We're going to get a 101st Airborne and drop him right here. And maybe another 101st Airborne to drop right there. Why not? Let's complicate things for the enemy here, and we'll go ahead and end our turn. So now the Germans obviously have a chance to get back at us. Wow, some nasty artillery fire there. So you actually can see, guys, the Germans are trying to break out of Osseville. Now we have it actually surrounded by the airborne. Luckily, we got very lucky there with a pillbox that missed. Very, very cool. Alright, some combat fatigue here. And actually, as you guys can see, it's 5 of 75 turns. So another thing that I've noticed about the game is the game has gotten much longer. I really do enjoy the changes they've made. It seems to me that things are getting a lot better for the game. Seems to me like they're really, really trying to improve this. As you guys can see, offensive units such as infantry and tanks have initiative. They gain an additional attack every time an enemy is eliminated. So we're going to go ahead and move up here and use that initiative on this our AT gun unit, even though we only have 3 guys now. And now we actually just lost a unit. But pretty interesting. So we're going to go ahead and try to take Osseville, which is one of the French towns here. And it is currently controlled by the Germans, but we should probably be able to stop that. Let's go ahead and focus on this guy here. Let's see what this guy can do. So we're going to go ahead and do some recovery to one of these units. Let's give it to this guy. Wow, this is interesting, guys. So as you can see, wow, look at this. The new resupply system is really cool. So basically just being in the general area of these units, we could provide recovery. That's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and move up this artillery position, and let's try to finish up the rest of these pillboxes. If we can. Yeah, we should be able to here. Beautiful. Alright, and why not? Alright, this guy's not moving this turn. Let's try to move this tank up, this Matilda. And really just getting these guys inland and off the beaches is the most important part of the battle, obviously. What about this German? No, I didn't want to entrench. Well, at least we got an achievement for using the entrench ability. Let's go ahead and end the turn. combat fatigue on the commandos. And we still haven't broken through any of these towns. I'll be happy when we at least take one of these areas. So I'm going to go ahead and try to attack Haute-Seville again. And we got a critical hit on Haute-Seville. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw some of that damage over to these German Marines. I know they're going to do just as much damage in return, but I really wanted to destroy those guys. And there we go. We took Haute-Seville. We should have gotten, I think we got some prestige points, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can't take out this big gun that's sort of just lingering in this area. I don't want to have to keep dealing with this guy, so let's try to hit that SFH. All right, we hit him for some damage there. Awesome. Hit him with some more damage. Why not one more? Beautiful. I know this is probably going to piss the enemy off. I'm not sure if I can do this turn, but I'm going to try to get this single infantry unit over here over to take that radio station. In fact, we'll get closer. Let me undo, because I actually want to get a shot off on the enemy here. So let's actually get up here. And look at that. I guess since we have a sort of in this bushy area with the U.S. Rangers, we're going to get a much better hit on the enemy. So that's awesome. Let's move this up. Move this guy up as well. And as you can see, we're slowly taking the positions on the beach that we should be taking, which is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and supply some of these guys once again. No, I meant to recover. Damn it. There we go. Alright, so let's get some recovery and start moving the rest of these guys up. So first things first, I would attack, obviously, the more defensive position, the more dangerous position, like this AT gun, this flak gun. It's a flak gun, but believe me, it can take out any number of tanks at once. But the issue is, I want to get rid of these guys, let our infantry move up onto the beach, get them off the beach entirely, and then I can worry about the more annoying things over here, for instance, the AT guns, things like that. You just got fucked up by a unit of engineers. Combat engineers are hardcore, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, let's get this Matilda up. And yeah, I should be able to do some damage to this Marine unit. I'm surprised the Marine unit's even trying to fight us. The guy's got balls, I'll give him that. But no brains, apparently. So we're going to go ahead and move up here. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. We definitely want to get some resupply trucks over here. So what I'm going to do is actually... Can we get a resupply truck? Yeah, let's get a supply truck. We're going to drop it here. And eventually we'll bring him over here to help these guys out. Because right now they are in desperate need of help. I keep forgetting, this is not Frontline Road to Moscow. So I can't just throw these guys out on suicidal charges every chance I get. But that's certainly an idea. So let's go ahead. Can we do anything else to this? No, I don't think we can. So we'll go ahead and just retreat back a bit. At this point, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this first look. I hope you guys enjoyed so far. I am loving the game. Very, very fun. I think a definite improvement on Road to Moscow. As much as I preferred probably the setting of Road to Moscow, I think the gameplay here in Normandy is awesome so far, and I definitely plan to continue playing. Thank you so much, Ionut Georgescu, who helped me out to get this game. I really appreciate purchases like this. And if anybody wants to buy me games on Steam, again, it always helps. It really does. It helps the channel. It helps me. It helps everybody. So please make sure to leave a comment down below, guys, telling me what you think of the game. Do you want to see more of this game? I think I want to go ahead and continue this particular battle especially. But I may even want to go ahead and continue the campaign. So let me know down below what you think. If you've got any ideas, any strategies for the next battle, tell me, and possibly I can use them. Thank you, guys, and have an awesome day.